Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for taking the time to visit my YouTube channel. My name is Roy. I'm a student from University 17 August 1945, Surabaya. Today, we are going to discuss a political phenomena known as the reign of dark session. This term refers to a crucial period during power transition where officials whose terms are ending still hold full authority. Understanding this dynamic is super important considering its significant implication for a country's stability and policy direction. One, for the first time, we are going to discuss the definition and origin of the name of dark session. Origin of the term, the phrase name dark, first popped up in the 18th century in England, referring to stockbrokers who could not meet their financial obligation. By the 19th century, it was adopted in American policy to describe officials who lost election or weren't running against but were still in office. Political definition: a dark session is the time between a general election and the inauguration of new official. During this period, the old official, whether is president, legislative, members of regional heads, still carry out their duties and authority constitutionally. The key character of a dark session: 1. Loss of political mandate. The official has lost electoral support or their term is about to end. 2. Full constitutional authority. Even though their political legitimacy might be lower legally, they still have full right and responsibility until their last day in office. 3. Limited duration. This period has a clear time limits starting from election day until the new official are sworn in. 4. Potential for controversial decision since they are no longer bound by electoral consideration. Officials in this session might feel free to make bold decisions, even unpopular ones. For the second topic, we are going to discuss opportunity and challenges of the dark session. Opportunity, positive side. 1. Strategic decision making. Officials can make important long-term policy that might be unpopular, like a structural reform or ratifying international agreement without worrying about electoral impact. 2. Smooth government transaction. This period can be used to prepare the new government facilities, information transfer, and ensure effective coordination. 3. Completing pending agenda. There's change to finalize pending legislation or fulfill last-minute campaign promise. Challenges and risks. The negative side: 1. Abuse of power. This is a biggest risk. Their official might issue policy that benefit certain group, appoint incomplete official, or even get involved in corruption at the end of their term. 2. Decrease accountability. Since there are no longer facing election, their sense of responsibility to the public might be withdrawn. 3. Beginning the new government policy made the end of a term can become to burden or even either the performance of the incoming government. For policy analysis is a case no significant decisions are made because everyone is waiting for the new government. 5. A low political legitimacy, although legal valid the moral legitimacy of official in this section is often questioned because the people mandate has shifted. For the third topic, we are going to discuss land taxation in the Indonesia context. Presidential system in Indonesia is a presidential system also experience a time gap between general election, presidential or legislative, and the inauguration of elected officials. President, after the president election, the president whose term in ending still serve until October. They can still issue government regulation in lieu of law, or they call KPU, make strategies policy, or appoint official. DPR, DPD, or the DPRD legislative member who were not re-elected still hold session until September or October. They still have authority to pass law, budgets, and other legislative functions. Critical issue that after arise, appointment of strategy official, appointment like the TNI commander, national police chief, or ambassador often become public concern because they can affect the new government policy direction. Passing controversial law after the House of Representatives in previous period passed important law the end of his term, which sometimes spark controversy. Budget decision making. The drafting and approval of the next year budget can become a significant policy legacy for the incoming government. For our fourth topic, we are going to discuss strategies of managing the length of the session, the minimalist risk, and the maximal opportunity during a length dark session. Several strategies are needed. 1. Transparency. All decision-making process must be open to accessible to the public. 2. Ethic and moral. Officials must uphold high ethic and moral priority in national interest above personal or group interest. 3. Oversight rules. Mass media, civil society, and oversight bodies must actively monitoring every policy made. 4. Communication and coordination. Effective communication and good coordination between the old and new government are crucial to ensure a smooth and stable transition. From the discuss, we can conclude that the land taxation is a political phenomenon with significant implication in constitutional law. While it provides time for transition and continually, it also brings serious risks related to legitimacy, accountability, and potential abuse of power by officials. We have lost their political mandate. In presidensial system like United States and Indonesia, the time gap between election and inauguration created space for the lame dumb session to operate. From a constitutional law perspective, the main challenge is balance. The constitutional authority still held by lame-duck officials with the principle of popular sovereignty that has elected new leader. Reform aimed at shortening and transition period, limiting authority, strengthening political ethics, and improving oversight mechanisms are crucial to ensure that this period does not harm public interest and democratic integrity. Understanding the lame duck session is not just about understanding political mechanism, but also about how constitutional law adapt to maintain stability, justice, and public trust in every cycle of power. To wrap up our discussion for today, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.